Welcome back to a Mechanics Tool Reviews. It's a beautiful Friday, early Friday. Wasn't feeling very good, so I figured I'd film a video. And after looking at these here ratchet flex head wrenches from old Hyper Tough made in India, I haven't used them too much yet, but as an update, they haven't broken. None of them have broken. They've all held up pretty good. The 19 is still, which I have used it quite a few times now. She's still in there, boys. But they still sound good. Everything looks to be going pretty good. I haven't really used the open end with the whole, the hell they call it, hyper bite. I haven't used it too much yet, so I can't attest to it. But and of course, I put them in the sleeve of the cheap ones, and I gave the cheap ones away. Didn't like them. I say cheap; these are cheap. So after playing with them for the last week, I kind of got to looking, man, and it looks like Hyper Tough's coming out with a lot of stuff. So I was looking around at some of my local Walmarts, trying to see, what new stuff's in stock and whatnot, and I couldn't ascertain it from online. So I decided to go in person. And I went to one of the Walmarts about 20 minutes from the house. And I spent $168 on 7 items. Now, what are those 7 items? Well, I bought a 36-piece 3H drive impact socket set. And what interested me in this set is it has Hyper Bite anti-slip socket design. Man, they're going all in on this Hyperbite stuff. We really got to put it to the test. I plan on seeing how bad it mars up fasteners. I'm sure it will. From this picture, it looks like basically like the teeth on the ratcheting wrench, excuse me, is in the socket. Kind of like Snap-On's Flank Drive Plus. I don't know. I'm definitely interested. I want to take a look and do a deeper dive into all of these tools. I bought a set of pliers. That was $55. I bought a set of pliers, water pump pliers, like the Nip-X's. Very very interested to see how these guys work out. The teeth look pretty good on them. Jaw looks lined up. We'll see. I actually hate this style, man. I still use tongue and groove, like old school style. But I figure, what the hell, man? $17. 17.24. 34, sorry. Uh, then I picked up, right here, a ratcheting screwdriver. Had a couple ratcheting screwdrivers. Never been my cup of tea. I have one in the go bag that I like. It says 72T. I'm not the smartest man, but I would assume that means teeth in here. Now, what really got me on this one, I was looking at get one of these screwdrivers, and with the whole what holds the bits in the end, and you put the bits in the tip. But this ratcheting mechanism, dude, that is like so smooth. Zero back drag. Super interested. By the way, location of production here. The pairhead ratchet that comes with this is made in Vietnam. The extensions, adapters, and sockets are all made in PRC, our favorite place. This guy, I believe this is, yep, Vietnam. This guy, China. Yeah, PRC again. Next tool Gary bought. Let's see. HT 3/8 ratchet. Well, I'm going to have to say that would be this guy. It's got a pretty good length on it. I kind of have a plan for all these tools, man. I'll tell you in a minute about it. But one thing I noticed and hate immediately about this ratchet, one, it don't have the push button like most of the cheap ones got. So that's super unfortunate. But, hey, it is what it is. Biggest complaint though is the switch is the wrong damn direction, man. Why are companies still doing this? 72 tooth, yep, 72 tooth, 5 arc, 14-inch long is what they're saying. I hate comfort grips. This one's not too terrible though, not too intrusive. We'll see how she holds up. Smooth, very smooth. Sounds like pretty good engagement. Pretty smooth. Um, Again, we'll see. Um, like I said previously, this set came with a straight handled ratchet, some kind of nitride coating or something's blacked out, but it's got the push button thing, so that's cool. Next on the list is Natty Daddy, baby. How much was she? 223. I'm sure this is getting washed out. Let's see if had another little focus. Anyhow, got the old Natty Daddy, boys. We're buying cheap tools, gotta drink cheap beer. I just had a new baby, so funds are a little tight anyhow, you know. Um, but I was just so interested in this stuff, man. It all seems to be all this stuff with these red labels. This is older ratchet. They've got some that are um, like a gray color, like these, but they're all fixed heads, and I had to have me a flex head for what I'm gonna do here before too long. Next, we got a pair of pliers here. 8-inch slip joints, but it looks like they've got a push button. Yeah, push button slip joint pliers. Those guys. Oh, what were they? 1547. The 3-inch drive ratchet was 2544. So 1547. This is my favorite pair of plier. I'm not a pliers junkie, but this style right here is what I use most commonly in my line of work. That or the tongue and groove style ones. And then to round out this set, and why I actually went to Walmart, are these 12-piece 3/8-inch drive nano low profile sockets. Can also be driven by a 19 millimeter wrench, or I would assume 3/4. Says it comes in foam, which is nice. Everybody's digging on foam. I hate it. It'll probably go in the burn pile. Great for the environment. Contrary to this socket set, though, there's no hyperbite mentioned, but it does look like they have like the flank drive standard or surface drive style with some pretty aggressive corner offloading and side profile grabbing. Um, this set goes, oh, wait, what was she? 8 to 19. No skips. I have not bought a shallow socket like one of these low profile socket sets aside from the Williams slash Blue Point that I previously reviewed. So that was it for that Walmart trip right here. Like I said, we totaled out 168.02 with my beer. Then this afternoon on my way home, like I said, I wasn't feeling so hot, so I swung by the Walmart. And decided, hey, let's go look at what this Walmart has. Different Walmart. I have a Walmart 20 miles away from me, any direction I travel from my home. East, north, south, uh, northeast. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anywhere I go, all roads lead to a Walmart. So I swung into a different one, took a gander around, and first item on the list is a tool that I use all the time, 10-inch adjustable wrench. I'm an adjustable wrench snob, I'll tell you that. This one seems to have a very nice grip on it. Not a lot of wiggle from what I can see. Of course, it's not tightened up on anything. It says it goes to 1.5 inches. Looks like it's marked beyond that, but hey, time will tell. Seems like it's fairly good quality. At the very least, it's better than the Doyle ones from Hobo Freight. Next, we've got 8-inch multi-purpose, and that 10-inch adjustable wrench is $12.97. We've got this 8-inch multi-purpose 6-in-1 strippers. Looks like it's got a crimper, cutters, big cutter, squeezy bit, stripper in the middle. Um, seem like pretty good quality. Mm, dude, I'm bouncing all over. Ratchet, Vietnam. These sockets, these are gonna be China. Yep, PRC sockets. This guy, China. PRC again, and our friends out of communist Vietnam. Damn, it just hit me. Walmart really likes the communist countries, huh? Anyhow, I digress. Not my favorite style of pliers, but I said, hey, I need a pair of strippers, right? I use them all the time. No matter what bag I grab in the back of this van, there's a pair of strippers in there. And I think every man should have a stripper with him at all times, at least for morale purposes. Rounded out, final tool I got was the Hyper Tough Mag Tool Pad, magnetic tool mat. Interesting, the receipt says tool pad. That was I don't know if I said stripper $14.97. This is $19.97. Grand total $47.91, gentlemen. Never owned a magnetic tool pad. Always thought they were super overpriced. The one at the Harbor Freight is never in stock. I've been trying to get that one for months. These were in stock. Pretty decent sized. Feels stout and sturdy. I don't know, man. I can't see why it would be a bad buy. Time will tell. Well, that'll be our overview, but right here, we're looking at a grand total of $51.74 for the second haul. So adjustable wrench, stripper, tool mat, magnetic tool pad, whatever the fuck they're calling it. We're looking at a grand total of $51.74. First set of the haul, long ratchet, nano sockets, ratcheting screwdriver, water pump pliers, slip joints, giant, fully comprehensive socket set. Like I said, it was 22 to, I think it was 8, maybe 6. Let's see, 10, 9, 8, down to 8. And it comes with 2 extensions, an adapter I'll never use, and then universal joint, well, it's not universal, it's a swivel joint. And then looks like an adapter, 3/8 quarter inch. That totaled out to 168. So for a grand total of, I don't know, we'll call it $280. I purchased all of this. Gary, that math was way off, wasn't it? That was way off, buddy. $210. I dropped out of school in 11th grade. Okay, give me the benefit of the doubt. I'll tell you this. The one socket set I do have from Snappy set me back. I want to say 310s, mid-length impact, 3/8 drive. Sizes 10 to 19. $310. Set of ratcheting wrenches I have. The zero offset set me back. MSRP on those $590. Snappy gave me a deal. I bought them for cash. Still about twice what this was. So what am I doing with all these tools, Gary? What are you doing with all these tools, man? You got Milwaukee, you got Snap-on, you got a little bit of everything. What are you doing with these tools? Well, fellas, my intention with this set of tools right here as it sets currently, I plan to take these, put them in this Craftsman VersaStack bag right here. I'm getting it. We're running out of space. This used to be my old go bag. Mounts to my cooler. That's why I hold on to it. Love this bag. Good bag. Take the kids camping with other towels in there. We'll bring the ice chest with us. Anyhow, I'm going to throw these in this bag. I'm going to use every single one of these tools exclusively in my day-to-day tasks as an industrial equipment mechanic. And looking at it, there's quite a few things I'm missing. The problem is these red tag tools haven't rolled out to every Walmart, so I'm going to continue adding. I want to get a couple flashlights so I'm not running my fancy Milwaukee flashlights or my Williams flashlights or Snap-on flashlights or anything. Man, my wife says I'm a moth. I buy more flashlights than anybody ever met. I want to buy some Hyper Tough flashlights. I'm sure they're shit, but you know, I want to give them a go. I'm going to turn that up. Hell, I might even buy a Hyper Tough tool bag just for this. And I'm going to fill that son of a bitch up with everything Hyper Tough. We're going to run this shit 6 months or so. See how bad it makes my job suck. Right? I don't have any intention of buying any power tools at this point. But, yeah. I had some good luck with the 12 volt stuff when they first came out with it a couple years back. So I got faith that stuff would be fine. Might buy maybe the teeny tiny little cordless ratchet, 4 volt ratchet they got, and maybe the screw gun and call it a day. But yeah, I'm gonna do deeper dives on some of these tools. I'm gonna try to get some comparisons going with the socket sets and the ratchets and whatnot with some Snap-on stuff, Icon stuff, Williams stuff, whatever I got that's comparable, you know. And we'll do some deeper dives and open this stuff up. Anyhow, uh, that's another one for Mechanics Tool Reviews. You know, drink your beer faster. They don't like getting hot either.